Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is just going to be an update on the 318. I got it out in the field today. We mowed the field yesterday. It needed to be mowed. And with me now having the LX255, I've been trying to keep the field mowed. And it's starting to look more like a yard than a field, so that's what I was aiming for. But it stripes up real nice. You can kind of see it, but it is really wet out here, so it's partially why you can't see it as well. But here's the 318, and like I said, it's just going to be an update video on it. So the last video I made about the 318 that was in depth was, I believe, 4 months ago, and I've used it a lot more in these 4 months than I have in the time that I've had it, just because it's been running. It was probably down for 2 or 3 months when I first got it, so now that it is running again, which that's been a long time ago, but now that it's running again, I've really gotten to use it, and hopefully I'm going to start working it as I should. So I'll show you the hour meter. As you can see, 1,700 hours on it. So it is a high-houred machine, and it does have the Onan B43G in it. I'll show you that as well. You can see, you can kind of see it there. The badge, or the plate, does have the B43G. This motor, it's really impressive. I don't know if there's been any work done to this motor before I got it. I actually got it off a buddy, and he said he never really done anything to it, and he just worked it. That's all he really did to it. And, you know, of course, put gas in it and changed the fluids. But he didn't even have it for a year before he traded to me. Just recently found that one out. But he got it from an uncle, and he is not aware of any work that has been done to it. So I'm not sure if any work has been done to it, but it is a bit hard to believe that it don't really smoke at all. I mean, on a startup it smokes a little bit, and that's just mainly black smoke. I'm having a little bit of trouble with getting the carburetor adjusted correctly. It wants to run rich, which maybe these Onans just like to run rich. I'm not very educated on motors just yet. You know, I'm 13, so just kind of learning as I go. So yeah, it does run a little bit rich, and as I kind of lean it out, it runs a little rough on an idle. So I've just kind of kept it the way it is. It is a aftermarket carburetor, so that may be the problem. I think what I'm going to do is try to get a Onan carburetor. I think it was like a Nicky carburetor. I'm going to try to get one of those for it once I get a few other things for the 318. But just an update on this thing. I don't work it very much. I do have a front blade for it, but that's not on it very often. I pull a little wagon behind it, and you know, I pull just a few things around. Like, I cleared that trail right there. It's not much of a trail, but it will be. Kind of cleared that trail with this thing and pulled some brush out of the way, and it does really good. A big surprise or update that's coming to the 318 in the next few weeks, hopefully, is a 3-point. Ever since I got the 318, I've really wanted to put a 3-point on it, and at last, I'm finally getting one. I'm gonna get a Rogue, I think that's how you pronounce it, 3-point. I would get an OEM, but they're around the same price if you can find one. And the Rogue, I've heard many good things about them. And, you know, brand new compared to, you know, 20 or 30 years of use. I'd prefer to go with brand new. But that's definitely going to be a big update to this. And I have a grader box that'll go with it. So I'll definitely be able to get a lot more use out of it than I do now, and I can plow with it and, you know, things like that. I would like to get a John Deere front blade for it. The blade I have now, I'm not sure what it is. It's just I don't think it's homemade. Maybe you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it before. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it works on this thing. But I would like to get a John Deere branded blade for it, a 4-way, so it can pivot back and forth, and then, you know, of course, up and down. But yeah, I also would like to get an electronic ignition, I believe that's what it's called, for this thing. On one of the Facebook groups that I'm on for these John Deere's, a guy was telling me I can switch it over for around 50 to 60 bucks. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but if it is, I'm 100% going to go with that. I know the P218s are electronic ignition, but the B43Gs were not, so I have points in condenser. And I know I get rid of condenser. Like I said, I don't know much. I'm learning. I may get rid of points. I'm not sure, but apparently it makes the machine run smoother and start easier. So I'm all for that. If I can do a relatively cheap upgrade, and it'll improve the running time of the motor. So yeah, I still would like to get quite a few things for it, you know, like a suspension seat. I want to paint the whole tractor. It needs paint. I try to hide the blemishes on my posts, but, you know, this is heavily rusted, and there's scratch marks all up through here, deep scratch marks. You know, I got some surface rust. The decals are in poor shape. There's a lot of rust over here, and there's 2 holes. So, you know, it does need work, and someone welded on the frame here. I'm going to grind that down and clean that up, but that will be a future project. It's just the 106 is down right now, and I'd like to have almost as many machines as I can have up when this thing's down, because this is my main worker. Even though I don't need these machines, I just enjoy using them and working them, and working on them. So yeah, I guess this wraps it up for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. My Instagram is Garden Tractor Garage. Go give me a follow if you want to, and like, comment, subscribe, do whatever, and stay safe out there. This is Garden Tractor Garage. See ya.